My words are not reaching you by accident. I speak into your spirit at this exact moment because I know you are ready to hear. This moment carries my design on it. You have waited with a hopeful heart and quiet requests, and the season I set aside for you has arrived. I have heard what you never said out loud. I have watched the part of your struggle that no one else was allowed to see. Out of all who could have received this word, I chose to bring it to you. As these words settle in, a steadiness will begin to spread through you. The restlessness will loosen its hold. That quiet certainty rising in your chest is my presence. It is a clear sign of the bond between us in this very hour. You may be asking why it would be you, or whether you have earned the right to stand here. You wonder if there is something special about your story, or if you have done enough to deserve this attention. Let me answer plainly and without hesitation. My love for you has never shifted, not once, not even in the years you would rather not talk about. I saw every battle you fought without a witness. I saw the hours you kept going when no one asked how you were holding up. I witnessed the tears you shed when nobody was there to see. I was there when you wanted to give up but decided to try one more day. Today I step directly into your road and bring my strength with me. I have come to show you that I am still doing remarkable things, and that you are not standing outside of them. Do not let doubt cloud what I am bringing forward. This turning point is not a wish you are holding. It is your reality beginning now. Keep your heart open. Stay near me. Watch what I have purposed for you begin to take shape in front of you. Your season of waiting has closed. The hour I appointed has opened. You are going to see my true nature revealed in ways far larger than the picture you have been carrying. The KO-FI link is in the pinned comment below. What you give from the heart never disappears. It moves through heaven and returns as peace, favor, and unexpected blessing. I have always been with you, walking beside you, standing at the edge of every room you thought you entered alone. The stretches that felt like nothing was happening were not empty. I was at work in them. I was building something in you that does not crack under pressure. I was developing your strength in the silence. The doors that stayed shut were not my rejection of you. They were my hand across your path. If you could see what waited on the other side of some of them, you would give thanks for every one that would not open. What I have for you is stronger and safer and holds more. Now the hour has come. Do not be surprised by the calm you may feel today, a stillness that is hard to put into words. That is me. I am close around you at this moment. The weight you have carried for so long is beginning to lift. Things that were fastened to you are coming loose while you listen. Fear is losing its grip. Doubt is thinning out. You are stepping into something sacred that I set in motion long before you had any awareness of it. I have spoken quiet truths into you many times, even when you believed they were only your own thoughts. That was me whispering into your spirit. My voice never stopped. You simply grew used to the noise and stopped separating one sound from another. But my love never paused, and my leading never wavered. Listen carefully now. This hour is holy. Do not rush through it. Do not announce everything to everyone yet. Some sacred matters are best kept in stillness until their proper season. Let me finish what I have started before you begin to speak of it. Let this work take root in quiet ground. I am not passing through your life. I am staying. I am not handing you one favor and stepping back. I am bringing deep change. I am rearranging what needed rearranging, clearing roads, turning your direction. Later you will look back and know that no one else could have done it. Perhaps you have felt small, overlooked, set aside, but I watched your spirit grow in those quiet years. You were kept back because what is coming asks for a steady core, and I let that firmness form in you first. Others may not understand what it costs you just to keep going. They did not see the road. I did, and I honor how you stayed on it. Hear this clearly. What I am bringing will ask for your full trust and quiet thought. Not everyone around you will celebrate what I am about to do. Not everyone will understand it. That is acceptable. You are not walking this road for the approval of people. You are walking it with me. You may still feel unsure. You may be wondering whether this truly points at you. You might even be questioning whether you deserve what is coming. My answer is simple and absolute. Yes, it does. This is your appointed hour. This is your turning point. The long season of barely getting by is closing behind you, and a season of favor is opening in front of you. New openings are showing themselves. Answers are becoming clear in ways you did not expect. Help is being provided, and nothing can hold it back. Not your past, not your mistakes, not the versions of yourself you are ashamed of. I have spoken it, and what I speak always stands. My words have never returned empty. Your part now is to guard the peace inside you. Stay in conversation with me. Keep your heart ready and your spirit quiet. Let me finish this work. Do not run ahead of it. Do not try to force what I am showing you into being. This is not something you have to chase down. It is something I am carrying to you. You have hauled weights that were never assigned to you. You have kept a steady face on so that others would not worry. But I see the real thing underneath, my beloved, and I value it far above the performance. I am not asking you to be flawless. I am asking you to be honest. Come to me exactly as you are and let me handle everything else. I am not disappointed in you. I am pleased with you, with your steady faith, with your effort in the years when giving up would have been easier. If you believe me, say your agreement now and feel the truth of it settling into your bones. Now let me speak to the fear you have not put into words. The fear that this is one more hope that will thin out and disappear. The fear that if you let yourself believe again, you will be standing in the same disappointment by the end of the month. I know that argument well. I have watched it run through you, and I understand why it lives there. But this season is not built like the ones behind you. I am directly involved in it. Your expectation is not foolish. You are leaning on the one who does not fail, and what I have promised is already in motion. You do not have to wonder if I am real or if I care. You will know by what happens next. There is something I want you to release, and I am asking for it now. Release the idea that good things arrive only so they can be taken back. That is not how I deal with you. I do not hand you something with one hand and reach for it with the other. That is the behavior of someone who cannot be trusted. I am not that. What I give gladly because you are mine, and I delight in your abundance. Let your heart open all the way again. I know you have kept parts of it closed to keep from being hurt twice or 3 times or more. You have real reasons. You have scars, and you have learned to protect them. But I am not entering your life to add to the pile. I am not another person who will disappoint you. I am rearranging everything that needed rearranging. I am making space for what belongs to you. When you look back on this time, you will see it clearly. You will understand why the old doors had to close. This is the hour you have been waiting for, even when you did not know how to ask for it. You have carried a suspicion somewhere underneath that you were being punished, that something about you drew all of this suffering into your life. Let me put that down for good. You were not cursed. You were chosen, and those 2 things can look similar from the inside when you are tired. Being chosen does not exempt you from difficulty. It never has. Look at those I called throughout the ages, and you will not find easy lives. You will find people who were carried through impossible ground and came out with something worth handing on. That is your line, my precious child. That is the company you belong to, not the fortunate, the carried. That is what makes you strong. When you look back on this stretch of road later, you will not remember it primarily as the years you suffered. You will remember it as the years I proved myself to you. Those are not the same story, though they are made of the same days. So let your spirit rest now. You have held the weight too long. Now is your hour to receive, to breathe, to walk again, and this time without looking over your shoulder. I am not a visitor here. I am with you in every step, every decision, every conversation ahead. If what you are hearing resonates with your heart, then share this message with someone who needs to hear it. Like this if it speaks to you. Comment below and tell others how this word has touched your spirit and changed your perspective. The next time you feel lost, remember this hour. Remember that I broke into your ordinary day to speak to you directly. Remember that I told you the truth about what was working against you, and then told you it had already failed. Your story is not merely being rewritten, my beloved. It is being raised up, and what you are hearing now is only the opening of it. Here is what lies directly in front of you. In the days just ahead, watch for confirmation. It will not always arrive the way you expect, or in the timing you predict. It may come as a dream that stays with you long after you wake, carrying a clarity that dreams do not usually have. A dream so vivid and real that you will know it means something. It may come as a word from someone who had no way of knowing what you were praying about. A word that fits perfectly into the gap you have been carrying. You may feel something break loose that had been fastened to you for years without being able to point to what caused it. A sudden freedom that makes no logical sense. Not everything I do announces itself with fanfare and drama. Much of my work happens quietly in the hidden places. Watch also for a turn in the road you had not planned, for a change in direction that arrives as a closed door and turns out to be a rescue. A redirection that saves you from something you did not yet know you needed to be saved from. Some of what you called your future was beneath what I intend for you, and I am not going to let you settle there out of loyalty to an old plan. Expect relationships that restore rather than drain. You will recognize them by how you feel after the conversation ends. The right people will not require you to shrink, and they will not leave you exhausted from managing them. Expect matters to close that have dragged on for months. A situation you had accepted as permanent will resolve quietly in a shorter time than seems reasonable. Expect to be lifted in ways that do not add up when you explain them to others. That is often how I do it, so that no one, including you, can trace it back to anything but my hand. Do not rush toward any of it. What is coming is not on a schedule you have to catch. It is on mine, and mine has not failed you yet. You were not out of my sight in any of the years behind you, not in the ones you would tell someone about, and not in the ones you would not. I stayed when you went quiet out of anger, and when you went quiet out of exhaustion, which is a different thing entirely, and which I understood. I did not stand back waiting for you to come to your senses. I stayed in the room with you. Some of the steadiness you have now was given to you in seasons you thought were wasted, and you will find it in your hands when you need it. So do not carry regret about those years into this new season. There is something I want you to know about how I see you at this moment, because it is likely different from how you see yourself. You have measured yourself by what you have not accomplished, by the things that fell apart while you were doing your best to hold them. You count every failure and every unfinished project. You carry the weight of every goal you did not reach. But I keep a different ledger, a different accounting system entirely. Mine records the morning you got up when there was no reason to get up, when staying in bed would have been easier. The kindness you gave when you had nothing left to give, but you gave anyway. The prayer you said for someone else while your own situation was unresolved and painful. The quiet refusal to become bitter when bitterness would have been understandable given what you endured. That is what I have been writing down in my book, and it is a longer list than you would guess. Much longer. When I look at you, I do not see someone who fell behind, or someone who is not enough. I see someone who kept faith in conditions that break most people. I see your courage. Now the life in front of you asks for a different posture than the life behind you. You will not be walking with your guard up all the time. That was necessary once. It is not necessary now. Trust me to sort what comes to your door. You will not be waiting for the other shoe to fall. I know that watchfulness kept you braced through hard seasons, but in this season it is only a way of refusing to enjoy what I am giving you. Receive it, my beloved. That is your assignment. Receive it fully and without apology. Receive it the way a child receives a gift. Walk into your ordinary week and let the change show. Let people notice that something in you is settled. Let the atmosphere in your dwelling shift because you brought a different spirit through the door. Be generous with what I give you. What flows through open hands keeps flowing. What gets gripped tightly starts to stop. Be honest about what you have come through when someone needs to hear it. Your account of these years will be the bridge somebody else crosses. Rise now, rise with clarity. Rise with your heart guarded and your hands open. The season of barely holding on has closed behind you, and I am not sending you back into it. What is coming will be bright enough that the difficulty behind you will lose its power to define you. It will still be part of your story. It will no longer be the title of it. I have spoken this over your life. I do not speak in order to fill the silence. What I say I do, you are held. You are seen, you are known completely, and you are loved without condition, and none of that depends on your performance tomorrow. The Ko-Fi link is in the pinned comment below. What you give from the heart never disappears. It moves through heaven and returns as peace, favor, and unexpected blessing. Go and live it, my precious child. I am ahead of you, behind you, and beside you on the road. And now before you go, let your agreement be the seal on everything I have spoken today.